Coming up on this edition of Cogeco North Bay News, the police looking for an assault suspect. As well, Mark King of the Taxpayers Association not happy again. And remembering the King. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Cogeco North Bay News, truly local television. I'm Greg Estabrooks. Well, police are indeed looking for a suspect. It was an emotional day for the people involved in running the Stepping Stones operation. Elvis Presley passed away 36 years ago this day. Vigils are being held throughout the day in Memphis, Tennessee, and all over the world, really, to commemorate this music legend. Locally, Elvis fans are remembering just as vividly. North Bay's Jeff Serran remembers how he heard the news that Elvis had died.
We were having supper, actually, and at supper time, family time was big for us, and we're sitting around the table. I think it was the three of us, my sister Terry, my brother Jack, my mom and dad, and the phone rang during supper time, and I remember Dad saying, who calls at supper time, right? Back then you didn't do that. So I went and answered the phone, and it was my neighbor 2 doors down, Colleen Stevens. She lives in Barrie now, and she goes, "The King is dead." That's what she didn't ask me. She goes, "The King is dead." So I yelled back, "Elvis is dead." My dad, I remember hearing my dad saying, "Turn on the radio." My sister Terry turned on the radio, and they were playing "Love Me Tender." My mom lost it. My mom just started to bawl. My sister started to bawl. She reminded me that I punched the wall in between. Elvis was big in our family. My mom was a huge fan, so it really does seem like yesterday. I was 10 years old when it happened, and it's hard to believe that 36 years have gone by. And if you think about that, I mean, this guy's had that longevity longer than, he's been dead longer than he was famous. So, or performing. So it was really weird to find out that it's been 36 years.
And are you confident that the next generation of music lovers will remember him?
I think I think it will, because I mean, my kids are in their 20s. They know who Elvis is, because I mean, we played it all the time. And when their grandmother, my mom only passed away 4 years ago, and they knew how much Mom loved it. So she instilled it into that generation as well. And then every now and then they will re-release a song like a little less action. It came out a few years back that hadn't been released forever or in any time that Elvis was alive. So every now and then they will do something that will spark interest again. And I think just the whole persona of Elvis will continue on.
As we do each and every Friday.